Today on the channel, we got quite possibly the worst person in the universe to represent America for America 250 with the Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe retro card, Duke.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for probably the most controversial figure of 2026 in the America 250 Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe retro card, Duke. But for all your Duke Walmart exclusive needs, better mosey on to Walmart. More on that in a second. But for everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal over there at Jay's. And you know how this review is going to go. We're going to do this review like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to throw Duke under the bus like usual. That's what we're going to do. But another Duke figure from the classified retro line, whatever you want to call it. Quite the repaint here as a Walmart exclusive. Now, Duke and Walmart go hand in hand in a lot of ways, as we know. But Walmart, of course, canceling orders left and right. I think everybody got their order canceled from Duke. Then he went back up for reorder. Some people got it. Some people got canceled again. Shenanigans after shenanigans here with this Duke figure. Luckily enough, good friend of the channel, Jonathan Hodap, had an extra. He sold me his at cost plus shipping. So I did get my Duke after both of my orders being canceled from Walmart. But what do you do at this point? Walmart's going to Walmart. A lot of struggles with G.I. Joe, a lot of struggles with He-Man for me. Wrestling, not as much, but a lot of people struggling with Walmart. The pre-order system is an absolute mess. We know all of that. But it is very fitting that Walmart has the exclusive of Duke because Walmart and Duke kind of go hand in hand, where Flint and Target go hand in hand a lot better. They're on time. They ship their stuff right out. They're cleaner individuals. We know Duke is a mess, as we know. It just kind of makes sense. And we know Flint, of course, the true leader of G.I. Joe, a guy that leads from the front line. I don't need to go into those stories once again, but I will, Todd McFarlane. But Duke really fits in with the Walmart. He is very much like Walmart, undependable, dirty at all times, foul-mouthed, all kinds of people around there. Duke, one of those people. It really does fit itself here. But I'm calling this the America 250 Duke as of 2026 is the 250th anniversary of America. And a lot of people would say Duke is a true American hero. He's what America stands for. And honestly, Todd, that's why a lot of the rest of the world hates America, because when they think of America, this is what they think of. They think of a guy like Duke. Now, if Flint was the poster boy, as he should be, but Flint's like, nah, guys, no, let Duke do it. Let Duke have the glory. I'm going to go lead, and I'm going to go help Lady J. I'm going to help Breaker with some things. I'm going to work where Duke's going to try to model or something like that. But if Flint was the poster boy, I think it'd be a different version. But this does kind of sum up a lot of things for the rest of the world, I think, in their view of Americans at this point in time in 2026. And it's all Duke's fault. I think we can all agree on that one. But America 250 is a big celebration. If you go to any Target, Walmart, grocery store, all points in between, everything is red, white, and blue right now. You got limited edition packaged items. You got all, of course, the red, white, and blue colors. You got donuts, you got cereal, you got chips, you got all points in between out there. All these retailers are really milking that stuff. And Hasbro getting into it with the G.I. Joe, a real American hero, putting Duke here. It's a Walmart exclusive. I can just see that Walmart buyer. Oh, yeah, give me that Duke, G.I. Joe. Give me the America colors for it. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll sign the deal right now. We're seeing that a lot. It was interesting when I was at the Mattel Revealed event. Check that out a couple of months ago. I don't know what is time, Todd McFarlane. I did ask the Mattel team over there, are you guys doing anything for America 250? Because I do, as some know, Todd McFarlane knows, of course, firsthand, I'm known as Bread Jesus in some circles. And working in the bread industry, working in the CPG, consumer packaged goods, Todd McFarlane, if you didn't know, working in that industry, retailers a year ago were like, what do you have for 250? What do you have for America 250? We want colors. We want all that kind of stuff. My company has like 5 or 6 different things in their grocery stores right now, representing the America, the sprinkles, all that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. And I was wondering if Walmarts and Targets and all points in between came to Hasbro and said, hey, get us something like that. Doesn't seem to be the case. Hasbro just did this on their own because talking to Mattel, they said, no, we weren't asked for that. We didn't do anything. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Target exclusive coming this summer. Just a coincidence, apparently, there. But it makes a lot of sense if this was actually on store shelves right now. Nowhere near store shelves, but that being said, we got about, 2 months, a month, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. What is time once again? Until the 4th of July. That is the 250th anniversary. Maybe by then this Duke will be available to ship to everybody. Maybe he'll be on store pegs. Just don't hold your breath. Just like holding your breath about Duke being a real leader. I wouldn't do it either. But let's dive into it. Let's see what's going on, dare I say. Let's see what all the fuss is about. One way or the other, there's a lot of fuss with Duke, as we know. But we're going to dive into it. We're going to find out about this fuss. But feel like we've been here before, a little Iron Maiden deja vu. We're about 6 minutes in, Todd. Some people hate it, some people love it. You can't please everybody, that's for sure. But we're getting down to the review here. G.I. Joe card, nice thick card on this one. There's old Duke, and say what you want. I'm not a Duke guy personally, but I do like this G.I. Joe figure of Duke. The prior version, the regular version, I think that is a very strong figure of Duke, and I like this. This is a repaint that I am here for. It would have been better if it was Flint repainted in these colors. Obviously, we all know that. But I do like the colors on this. Some people were bagging on this, saying they don't like the look of it. I like the looks of this Duke figure. Say what you want about Duke. And let me tell you, I say more than most do, but I do like the looks of this figure, and I do like the card art and everything about it. So kudos to the classified team, retro team, whatever you want to call it. Jibber Jabber UPC, we got the file card. Let's see what it says about old Conrad Hauser. Fresh out of prison, I'm sure. Roll First Sergeant. Come on, get out of here. Primary specialty, airborne infantryman. You ever really see him in the air doing any of that kind of stuff? I've never seen it. I think he lied on his resume. I wouldn't put it past him. Secondary specialty, artillery, small arms armor. Come on. When do we ever see him really do anything? We don't. Birthplace, St. Louis, Missouri. And fun fact, Todd McFarlane, the very end of July, I will be in St. Louis. I'm going to dive into an Emo's Pizza. I've got nice tickets in the suites or something like that via work for the Cardinals and Cubs. So I'll be in St. Louis, going to have to hit up some toy stores, stuff like that around that time. But Duke, a lot of people don't know this, was actually thrown out of St. Louis, Missouri, kicking and screaming as well. He was thrown out of St. Louis. St. Louis said, we don't want anything to do with you. We want you out of here. And if I'm not mistaken, St. Louis, their adopted son, one Jose Oquendo. Yes, Jose Oquendo was the one that threw him out. I think they threw him in the Mississippi River, and Ozzie Smith was just smiling the whole time. I believe that is true. Todd, add that to the fact check list, but they got him the heck out of here. Let's see here. Graduated top of his class at Airborne School, and if I'm not mistaken, he went to the University of Phoenix online for Airborne School. I believe that is the case, and let's be honest, we know all about this University of Phoenix. Not to question you and your degree, if you're watching this and you got a University of Phoenix degree, you basically pay the money they give you the degree. It's a whole scam. If I ever got a resume back in the day when I was interviewing people and I saw University of Phoenix, I would just crumple it up and I'd throw it away. That's what I would do, and that's what I'd do with Duke as well. After running 4 different special, this is comedy right here. After running 4 different special forces schools, he turned down a commission to instead serve as acting first sergeant of G.I. Joe. Nobody believes that for a second, not 1 second. He believes in leading by example, which is why he's always alongside his troops in the thick of battle. I'm crying on that one. Did they add this? Was this on the original retro one? Does anybody have that to fact check that against there? Did the Hasbro team put this in here as a shot at me and my Duke slander? My Duke slander, my Duke truths? Is that possible? I don't remember him ever running side. I remember him burning down the pit in an unfortunate episode of Webster back in the day. Remember when Webster started that fire in his closet there and Mamma George and almost everybody died? We'll never forget it. A childhood trauma of the 80s, Todd McFarlane. Duke did something very similar, started a fire at the pit, burned down the pit. That's how they had to go to the mobile command center. We'll never forget that. Doesn't mention anything about him being a racist, how he passed over so many minorities and including women. He did do that, Duke. That's not very American of him, as we know. Who's also a thick racist. Also, nothing in here about the Epstein files. We know Duke was in there 200,000 times, I believe was the case. Every other word was Duke. That's what I've been told. I haven't read it, but some people I know and trust deeply have read that. My dad, he told me that. That's true. But I don't know. It was that in there, the thick of battle, him fighting alongside. Come on, that's the exact opposite. This must be written on opposite day. That's the only thing. Duke has a quote on here. This should be good. We're the good guys and they're the bad guys. Sounds something like a bad guy would say. Cobra Commander would say he's the good guy too. Come on now. The job of the good guys is to put the bad guys out of business. Oh my gosh. What are we doing, Hauser? What are we doing, Hauser? Oh, we're losing stuff. Typical Duke, we're losing packaging, we're losing weapons. Duke, oh, forgot my weapon, guys. You guys go ahead into the battle. I forgot my weapon back on my desk. I'll go get it, and then you never see him again. We know what Duke's up to. We know what he's up to here. But packaging, beautiful on this one. No problems there. See you later, Shuffle. Goodbye. A little Spider-Man style. Bam! See you later. We do get the G.I. Joe classified stand, but have you ever seen it in white? Well, now we have. We got the white stand here. Once again, Duke, a blatant racist, said, I don't want any of these black stands. I want the white stands. Terrible person, Duke. Terrible person. You guys know it. I know it too. Terrible. Duke got the white weapon here, got the binoculars there. You know what he's doing with these binoculars. You ever heard of a peeping Tom? You don't hear much about them anymore, but Duke, it was actually called Peeping Duke is what it used to be called, if I'm not mistaken. See you later. Goodbye. That's the classic Duke weapon there and the classic Duke binoculars. These are in blue this time, white and blue instead of the green. I can get around that. Looking at Duke in the plastic prison, he gets some extra hands, gets a lot of reuse though. A lot of reuse from that last one, which makes sense. Got to get the most out of your molds. We're here for it. Pop this out. Pop that out. Oh my gosh. Extra hands for Duke. And a little knife. Oh, there we go. See you later. Shuffle. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to one Conrad Hauser a little bit more. We do got a little knife. White blade on here. That's interesting. I think it's made out of shark teeth, if I'm not mistaken. Very cool to see the old white blade. I've never seen this before in the G.I. Joe line, and I actually do like that as well. Would love to see that again in the future. Of course, he comes with two Fists of Fury that aren't on him because, let's be honest, Duke doesn't even know how to punch somebody. He's like trying to figure it out. Come on, guys. And he gives you one of those, like an old-timey guy. Okay, you bad guys, I'm ready. That's how Duke would fight. That's why he doesn't come with the Fist of Fury. He does got two fists, if that is your thing. Got a little pistol, of course. Got to have one of those, all in white once again. Seeing a color theme to this set here. Looking good in white. You know I'm here for that. Got the big rifle, the standard issue G.I. Joe rifle, but in white and red, and a little star action on it this time. Really living the American theme on this one here. But does look good. It's a theme. It's playing together. He's got his backpack. He's got his shovel. He can dig his own grave for all we care. You guys know. We're all believing it, right, Todd? On the back, I'm not a huge fan of this. This was on the retro one, too, and they were making a big sign of it. It's like an Easter egg thing. To me, it's a little too meta. Meta, is that the word they use, the kids using these days? It's too meta? Maybe, but it does got a little bit of the G.I. Joe lyrics from the theme song of the cartoon, which is, of course, an all-timer, as we know. But he's got that little shovel there. He's got the canteens on the side, all in blue. G.I. Joe backpack plugs into the back. We know how it goes by now. And then we got the helmet here. It looks like a little Starduster action. As we've seen a reuse out of this body quite a few times, but gotta say, putting my Duke biases aside, whatever you want to call it, the Duke truths, that's right, Todd McFarlane. This is still a very good mold and a very good body, and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy this body, let me tell you. But we do got the visor in blue here, the white helmet, the Joe logo in the front. Looking good. It's on brand. There's no doubt. But now we got old Conrad Hauser. Of course, he's not smiling here. He's devious. He's got a stoic look. He's trying to think what kind of things he can do. He's probably going to try to escape down to Argentina with one of his heroes. Yeah, he had a hero that apparently a lot of rumors were he escaped down to Argentina. And he's probably trying to follow in his footsteps there. But we do got Duke here. We got the crazy blonde hair. Crazy? I don't know about crazy, but my grandma would be fooled by this blonde hair. She'd say, that guy, he looks very good. Good blonde hair, just St. Louis's own. St. Louis, is this how you want to be represented? Is this how you want to be represented? Come on, St. Louis, what are we doing? He does got the collar here, so he's probably trying to get into Club Grayskull. Probably going to go undercover. Who knows what he's going to do? Probably try to capture Tila. We know what he's up to. You do got a little insignia on the chest there. Got the white shirt here. Got the American flag looking good. It is American 250 after all. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth on Duke as well. 2 trigger hands out of the package. He should probably have just like the open hands to cover his face or cover his eyes. He'd have one that has kind of like this so he can like peek through. That'd be kind of more of the Duke stuff because that's what he would do on battle. He'd be like, oh my gosh, he'd be hiding down there. Everybody taking cover, you know, and Duke's just doing his Duke things. Now, he does got some electric blue pants here. I would love to own a pair of pants like these. This is my style here. Can't believe I'm agreeing with Duke in his fashion choices, but here we are. Beautiful blue pants here. Once again, reused from the original one. We'll bring that out in a second. Brown boots down here. Got the sheath on the boot for his knife. Got the holster for the pistol on the side. Had the bandolier around the front. Of course, we know how those go. Got the grenade on the front as well. You never know when he always threatens people with this. You know, I got a grenade on here. If you don't act the right way like I want you to, I'll put this grenade down your pants. You know what Duke's up to. He's a bully. A bully. A thug. Yes, a thug. Arms all the way around on this one. Bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinless elbows. Playing the hits here, even with Duke. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable as we know. Trigger hands up and down hinged, looking pretty good there. We do got the butterfly shoulders. We do like that. Neck articulation and head articulation on old Duke. Hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist. All the bells and whistles. Splits if you need them for Duke. Drop down hips as well. Leg goes up for the big boot. Thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees. The hits continue. Boot cut, ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. All the usual articulation here with the old G.I. Joe retro, classified line, whatever you want to call it. And he will fit on the G.I. Joe stand, I would imagine. And he does. He fits on the white stand. Looking pretty darn good. Gotta say, I'm not a big Duke guy. You guys know that. It could be shtick. It may not be. It may be. Who knows? But I think this one does pop. I do like this one. I would love to see like a team box set would have been fun about this. Get 4 of the heavy hitters from the Joe line. Get them in these colors. I think that'd be a cool American sub-team or something like that. I don't know. But I do like this Duke figure. I do like it. And we did get this Duke once upon a time in the retro version. And once again, I like this one too. I like this one too. Duke looking good. Say what you will about it. And let's say we've said a few things. It is a good looking figure here, but not quite as good looking as this individual. Flint, the true leader of G.I. Joe, leading from the front lines. The man, the myth, the legend, the all-timer, if there ever was one, and a guy that lets Duke get away with too many shenanigans. That's his one character flaw, is like he never wants to be too bad of a guy, and he should on Duke. He should probably put a bullet in his head is probably what he should do. But Flint's like, we live in a society where we got to let justice be served and do it the right way. And that's where I'd say, Flint, buddy, you're my leader. Trust me. But just give me the gun. Let me do it to Duke. I'll do it. I'll take the hit. I don't care. We need this over. It's about the greater good. That's what I would say. But teach their own. I do got a little American flag floating around. This came with that UFC figure of Sean O'Malley from PMI Toys I just unboxed a little bit ago. It kind of feels like it should almost go with this Duke figure. Like he needs the flag up here, waving Old Glory. Maybe that's a little bit too much in your face Americanism for some people out there. And I could see that. As I said, a lot of people hate America right now because of this guy. I get it. I understand it. But it's not all Duke's fault. It's not all Duke. It's mostly Duke's fault, but it's not all Duke's fault. That's for sure. But he could put this around him if he wanted to, if he wants to be, Mr. America or something like that, like a young Hulkster, maybe. I don't know. But this Duke figure, say what you want. Once again, we've said a lot here. We've said a lot in this video. There's a lot to digest. You might want to watch it again. You might want to thumbs it up. I wouldn't thumbs it down because, well, I guess people are going to thumbs this video down. That's what happens, Todd McFarlane. But as we do know, they're not thumbing down me. They're thumbing down Duke, and that makes a lot of sense. But it does, it is what it is. It is what it is. But this Duke, will we find it in stores? Who knows? Will it ship online? Who knows? Will it be here for the 4th of July? Who knows? A lot of things not answered, and that just kind of sums up Duke for the most part. Why is he not in jail? Who knows? I don't know. But I will say, good figure. Good figure. Pick it up if you can. But what's your thoughts on this Duke figure? You need this in your collection. Is this one of your most wanted figures of the year? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to, of course, like the video, thumbs it up and stuff. Subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels with content every single day. Don't forget to, of course, check out Patreon YouTube channel memberships. Plenty of bonus content over there, and your best way to support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is named my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. Join me and my wife, and no Dukes around there. No Dukes around there. Check it out each and every single Tuesday. So there it is. We're calling it the America 250 Conrad Hauser Duke Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe retro card figure. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.